I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action. The Cryo Gods Fatui have always coveted the Animo God's power. I don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests at heart. What is it? Oh, let us head back to headquarters then. We shouldn't discuss important matters out in the open.
Gosh, the Fatui. What an annoying bunch. At least the NPCs were. Running into them in the wild was such a hassle.
It's a crystal embedded with some kind of power. Lisa, are you able to analyze it?
Let me take a look. Ouch! Gosh, that hurt. The impurities in the crystal, it hurts when I get close. Oh, I see. It appears to react to visions. The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other. It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way.
Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you. Please accept the title of Honorary Knight, and the gratitude of the Acting Grand Master.
Honorary Knight of Favonius?
We ask for your continued assistance in finding some answers.
So that's how we became an honorary knight. Interesting.
There's something you didn't tell them. The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw. So you do remember him, that green guy. He looked just like that guy down there. See? See? Wait, hold on a minute. That's the same guy!
Yeah, no. After we arrived in Mondstadt, I had completely forgotten about that boy in the forest. If not for Paimon, I would have had no idea we were following the same person.
That green guy disappeared! Use Elemental Sight to track him down.
We only see him for a few seconds, so I think I can be forgiven for not remembering him. Honestly, apart from his weird-looking eyes, I don't remember what I initially thought of Venti. Hopefully, as I get deeper into the story, more memories will surface.
His footprints lead to this wall. Did he climb up from here?
Wait, you guys are... Oh, that's right. You're the ones that scared Dvalin away.
All right, show it to him.
Oh, isn't this...
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
Dvalin, the anguish he feels has brought him to tears. Oh? What are you doing here? Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me. You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time ago. Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite curious. That said, there's no need to rush. I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
The wind! I can't open my eyes! What is a creature like that doing out here in such a calm place? You think it was going after that green guy? His relationship with the wind seems even deeper than yours.
These are a perplexing enemy. I personally didn't notice, but I saw someone online point out the fact that they don't drop anything when you defeat them. Or maybe I did notice and just don't remember. In any case, I distinctly remember shooting it repeatedly with Amber's fire arrows and slowly, painfully slowly whittling down its health. Back then, most fights lasted anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. It was exhausting. Yeah, Back in the day, I had no idea you could combine the elements to create a reaction. That knowledge would have saved me so much time.
The dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind. Now then, you were saying someone had told you about the dragon? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa. The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years. That's what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage.
So this Holy Lyre de Himmel is...
One of the most treasured items in Mondstadt. It's the lyre that Barbados used to play. With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle nature back out of this nightmare he's going through.
So how can we get the Holy Lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it. If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Stop mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say? Yes. Seems I did mention that. Your point being? Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Did she say her? I can't tell.
Huh?
Stealing the Holy Lyre. I was never good at stealth missions. Not in Red Dead Redemption 2, and not here. I lost track of how many times I got caught.
Who are you? She disappeared!
Freeze! What are you doing here?
No, run!
Is that place secure if people can just teleport in and out?
Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Master D. This is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less conspicuous up there. But aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Hey, keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt.
Lord have mercy on me, I love that man. I remember wanting him so badly. In my eyes, he was perfect. From his vibrant hair to his pirate aesthetic. Don't get me started on his voice. I couldn't get enough of him. And my feelings haven't changed. I only wish they'd give us more information on his character. I want to know everything about him. Between the Dark Knight hero and the Genshin manga, I feel like there's a lot to flesh out.
Oh? How odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of cultural heritage.
Why would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my sellers.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master D.
Today, I think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Gosh, I would love to sit here and listen to him talk, but I don't want this video to be too long.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own judgment.
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 Mora and the Holy Lyre. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
Interesting. Give me some time. I'll organize some contacts. Outlander, as one of the knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem. I like taverns.
Okay, let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
You're here.
Wait, you're...
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, the cryogods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. The only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Such is the diplomacy between the Seven Nations. Outlander, ready to go?
Jean just said the Fatui are trying to take Dvalin's power for the Cryogod. I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend to use Barbados' connection to the wind to draw him out. Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animo? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Oh,
Forget it. I don't like having to pry. Here, take this.
What is it?
A disguise to protect your identity. Put it on before you run into the Fatui. Unfortunately, there's still one of Mondstadt's allies. At least that's the facade we're maintaining. Our actions are going to get them stirred up. Better to not
Did he say Senora? What a strange name.
Number 8 of the 11. Goes by the name Senora. The fact that the Fatui can run amok across the Seven Nations like they do. We need to act quickly before she gets wind of what's going on.
First of all, I remember the Traveler wearing a mask during this event. I had no idea Diluc wore one too. Interesting. I'll get more into my thoughts on Senora later.
With the wind!
Seems like we've turned this room inside out, but no key. Time to move on to another room. There's one room left that we haven't tried. Surely the key must be in there.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Did you already beat all the other guards? What? I'm not scared of you. A debt collector will come to my aid.
Where did you rats scurry out from? Senora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs. So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself.
I thought it was odd that he says debt collector when the subtitles say agent. Now it makes sense. Not the mismatched subtitles, his statement. When you defeat those agents, they say you can't run from debt. Though admittedly, it took me a long time to understand what they were saying. I initially thought it was, you can't run from death.
Finally, the lyre is back in safe hands. Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Mondstadt will never sleep again for the nightmares they give them.
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
Welcome back. This is the Holy Lyre. You managed to retrieve it.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that it's going to work. As you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animal power has run dry. You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animal power has greatly diminished. Do you still have Dvalin's teardrop crystal with you? Try to use it on the Holy Lyre. It worked as expected. Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished. It'd be great if we could get more tears.
When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting!
This search reminds me of a feud I once had with the Fatui. 6 months ago, a thief stole treasure from the East Temple of the Four Winds.
Whoa, what was it? A cup used by Barbados?
No. Although if such a thing existed, it would be very valuable. Among all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare.
Can't give up.
It was a vial which contained the Animo god's breath.
Relics come in every shape and form, huh?
Anyone with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out, the Fatui started trying to seek it out as well. They've made tons of counterfeits that can be found everywhere. In response, I just bought every one I could find, irrespective of its authenticity. We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date, and the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Whoa, you guys are insane. So it means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure, you can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake. Once you're done, find me at the winery. I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
Paimon didn't think we'd find Dvalin's tears in a place like this.
As knights, we are taught to hone our investigative skills.
Wow, very impressive. We're done gathering. That was hard.
It's too early to relax. We're still not done with Storm Terror. Besides, the Fatui could also be planning something.
Hey, Diluc, I heard that the Fatui have recently proclaimed you persona non grata.
What an honor. Nobody was ever proclaimed persona grata by the Fatui anyway.
The Fatui? The diplomatic delegation from Snezhnaya? What have they got against Master Diluc?
The Fatui are a problem not only for the knights, they also present a real threat to the whole of Mondstadt. And when it comes to threats against Mondstadt, Diluc is...
That's enough, Jean. You knights are subject to too many restrictions. You can't directly confront this so-called diplomatic scum. Personally, I despise them. If I were to choose between eating a cryo slime alive or joining the Fatui, I'd prefer to be crushed to death by a meteorite.
Jeez, your wording is so very dramatic.
If the Fatui are actively undermining the Knights of Favonius and Mondstadt as a whole, why can't they be expelled? I can't imagine any country allowing hostile entities within their borders, diplomat or otherwise.
Woohoo! Dvalin Protection Squad, assemble!
Let's put our crystals together. Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please, Traveler.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
Interesting. It's like filtering wine. The process is refreshing.
I think we should have enough tears now. So next we... use the crystals on the Holy Lyre like last time.
It seems completely different from before.
The Lyre's animo power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now. It's all thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Storm Terror?
If you go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach you were snoring away on and Paimon had to wake you?
If you head to where the cliff juts out, that place is known as Star Snatch Cliff. What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
All right, let's do it there.
Very well. Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready. Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am!
Sorry. I didn't mean to... The Knights of Favonius were all very busy dealing with the aftermath of the incident. I'm a bit ashamed of myself for it. If only I was a stronger leader. Or at least good enough to boost the morale and the strength of our troops like our Grand Master does. No, I cannot feel sorry for myself. We need to solve our problems first, right?
I forget that Jean is the acting Grandmaster. In the beginning, I assumed the Grandmaster was some elusive character that we would hear about, but never see. Now I'm assuming he'll eventually make an appearance. This assumption was reinforced with the addition of Mika.
Everyone is finally here.
What a view!
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared for a fight.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem to be taking a turn for the better. Mondstadt has really been going through so much recently.
In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as a traveler in a song. I suppose the Knights of Favonius may have played a part in it too.
I, the best wandering bard of the mortal world, shall begin my performance with the Holy Lyre.
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
We are communicating. Huh?
No! Don't get bored!
Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone. Now he attempts to deceive you once more.
Barbatos.
Let your wrath fester. Mondstadt has already turned its back on
You were planning this all along to have me slain by them.
No, listen to me!
The time has come for the dragon to serve its true master. While you beware your magnetic shadows, watch the world tremble with fear.
Dvalin.
Venti, please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't you, Jean? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it down.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What? When?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
Perhaps it's just me, but there was something particularly unsettling about hearing Paimon fawn over D-Luke like that.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mondstadt will not go unpunished.
Your Highness, your humble servant returns. When your homeland returns to this world, we shall revel in its glory.
When I first saw the Traveler Sister, I didn't immediately recognize her. Back then, I was playing Genshin casually, and a good chunk of time had gone by since I'd seen the intro, at least a month if not more. So I wasn't sure who that was. She did look vaguely familiar though, so I guessed as to her identity. Thus, my curiosity was piqued. For some reason, I assumed we wouldn't see her till the end of our journey,